You've seen her work at places like the Longboard and the King's Tide restaurant, but today we're going to meet the woman behind the designs. I'm Anna Witte at the Ryder Hotel, where we're going to learn how Cortney Bishop, designer and founder of Cortney Bishop Designs, brings her ideas to life. We're at the Little Palm restaurant, sitting with the designer of this space. How did you initially get interested in interior design?
Well, you know, my parents, they were both really passionate about their careers all my life. My mother decided she wanted to go into interior design when I was a young girl. We moved to Atlanta and she decided to bravely start her own interior design business. So I was around the business all my life, but I was always kind of pushed to get into a business that I potentially could earn a future in.
What was your first step to making that move into the interior design industry?
Well, you know, I had the business background. You know, I was an entrepreneur at heart since a little girl. So I knew that I could do it. And I know that the business is really the fundamental way to make it sustain, right? I'd always had the creative energy and I'd love putting things together, of course, in my home and in my clothing and seeing beautiful things that were kind of on trend and traveling and seeing kind of new things. And I just, you know, went to work for a design firm and spent 2 years just digging my heels in, learning everything I could.
How do you make sure you're staying on track but also staying on budget at the same time?
Yeah, well, that's where the business kind of side comes in. For them to understand where they want to go, how much they have, and what they can do with it, that is the most important part of our success.
How would you describe your aesthetic?
Fresh. You know, I say modern in a sense. I don't mean modern in every specific style, but what I mean is moving forward. I really feel like there's energy behind what we do, and I think that kind of conveys.
We're sitting in one of the commercial spaces that you designed. We're at the Ryder Hotel, specifically in the Little Palm. Where did you start when you designed this entire hotel?
When we came to what was the King Charles Inn, I knew that moment that this was a project for us. I knew that we could do something special with this space. It was a renovation, which I'm very passionate about when it comes to just uplifting older buildings. I immediately sensed that we could do something a little more laid back, and that was where I wanted to go. I wanted people to, you know, be able to wear their flip-flops and their bathing suits and their sundresses and even walk down in their pajamas or their robe if they wanted to. You know, we've got this saying at the bottom of the pool, you know, it's a good time state of mind. And this is kind of the whole intent behind the Ryder. It's really a place where you can just hang out with your friends, enjoy a good night, have some live music potentially playing, and, you know, not leave the hotel. You don't have to leave the hotel. You can have your fun night here.
This hotel certainly encompasses what the Low Country is all about. The design, the style, all the heart that you've put into this space is so beautiful. Cortney, thank you so much for taking us behind the scenes to all the spaces you've designed, both commercially and residentially.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.